Okay guys, it might sound like my mic's a little messed up. It's probably because I enabled noise removal or whatever, so it might sound like I'm underwater. I'm trying to fix that. So, basically this is a tutorial. I think I looked all over YouTube. I didn't find any tutorials on how to do this, and I might be I found some people that know, but it's like they're saying you level up in it, and to be honest, you don't level up at all. So what I'm showing you is that my win-loss and that's basically it. You level up kind of. Okay, so yeah, you don't level up at all. I don't know if I said you level up or not, but honestly, you don't level up at all. You get maybe 1,000 XP a game, but what you do is you always get a win when you play Infected. You're pretty much guaranteed to get a win. So what happens is you get, I don't know, maybe like a 2-minute win. Sometimes even if it drags up to 5 minutes. It's very rare to get a loss. And what you can do is there's various methods to pull hosts if you don't have a very good connection, but I typically pull host. And one way you can know if you pulled host is you quickly turn your mic on the game and say, "Hey guys, are you lagging at all?" or something like that. And what you do is you press start under control. You can't have 2 controllers on. You can only have 1. And I've tried it with 2. I've tried it with 1. It only works with 1. You press start and then triangle. And if it instantly loads your friends list, that means you have to change your sensitivity to 1, then to 10, and then back to 1, and then you press triangle. And what this does is it basically, it's like a glitch in the game. It's a built-in lag switch in the game that's not meant to be there, but what it does is it lags everyone in the game except for you. Like, they get your lag from loading your friends list or your messages or whatever, but when you change your sensitivity, it makes them lag even more. And what you can do is you can see if they're skipping around the map. That's one way you know your host. So I'm sorry I took that long to explain just about host. That's basically a brief thing about it. I know you're probably looking at a black screen, maybe some text, something, probably a slowed down clip of my win-loss or something. This is only for the people that aren't super crazy about their win-loss. Like, if they get a loss, they're gonna go crazy. Like, I have one of my friends, Resurrected. He has maybe like a 30 win-loss, and he has like 2,500 wins and like 30 losses, 80 losses, something like that. So if he gets a loss, it really hurts his ratio. I'm talking about the guys that have either, like a 10 and under win-loss, and especially guys like me that were banned and reset, and then they gave us like 1,000 losses. See, that's not cool. So what I've been doing is I've been doing this, and I don't know if I show my weekly rank, but I'm like in the top right now. I'm ranked like 400 weekly on wins, and I know that's just weekly, that's not overall, but you got, like, this works. So also your KD doesn't drop. It, like, if you have a really good KD, it kind of does, but for a whole month I've been doing this, and not a whole month, maybe like 5-6 days, and what I've noticed is that on Infected, it's so fast paced that if you're just, because when you spawn, if you don't know, every single spawn point is in the corner of the map, and sometimes you get good spawns, sometimes you don't. But basically, the longer you survive in your spawn, the more points you get. So you get Survivor. And when I did this, when you get 200 points for Survivor, I actually was leveling up. Like, I was getting 3,000, 4,000 points a game without even playing. And what the point of this is not only do you boost your win-loss, if you actually want to play the game, then you can play this and level up as much as you want. But when you're going to sleep or whatever, you pull host and you just leave your PS3 on. I've never had any issue with overheating, and what I do is I leave it on all day, all night when I'm not playing, and when I go to school I leave it on all day, and then I turn it off for around 2 hours so that it cool down, and then I turn it back on. I play some Kill Confirm, some other stuff, and then I basically leave it on the same rotation. And what this does is it gets me around 100 to 150 wins a day, and around at the most 15 to 20 losses. So I'm sorry this is such a long video, but I'm just trying to explain this, that you can do this, and you want to make sure that you're host, because if you're not, this has happened to me before, you'll go to sleep and it'll only be on for an hour or two at the most, and then it'll eventually go to host migration. And if you play on a ground war or infected, for example, it's 18 people, and typically the host like it doesn't go through, because with 18 people the connections are usually really bad, and well, not really bad, but worse than if it's 6v6, because obviously there's more people in the game. And what tends to happen is, for me, it almost never goes through host migration. I've rarely had it where it actually went through, maybe 1 out of 20 times. So in infected, a lot of people tend to rage quit. I've noticed, especially when they are infected. And then, you know, sometimes you get those lobbies where they don't rage quit forever. It's like, yeah. And back to the KD. My KD was reset, and I had 0 kills, around 20,000 deaths. So I got it kind of up. I mean, it's very terrible. I got 25,000 kills right now and around 28,000 deaths. And I took about maybe 1,000 deaths doing this infected crap. But honestly, if I were to really go try hard and raise my KD, I get at least a 2 KDR every game. And that's even when I'm having fun using Dragunov, whatever. It's just, I'm not saying I'm a good player. I think I'm just a fairly average player. That's about it. But you know, I'm not being cocky. I know there's people better than me, like Resurrected, you know, other people. So I'm not saying I'm a very good player. I know spawns, not necessarily spawn trapping, but I know if I kill you here, you're most likely to spawn here. If all my teammates are here, the enemies are probably over here. Just basic stuff that helps you do good. You know, I have a headset to help me out, so I typically do well. That's just it. I typically do well, and if I do bad, I don't usually, like I used to in Black Ops. I used to get so mad at that game because of Ghost, but I've learned to calm down at the game, that it's just a game and stuff. So, you know, I've control my rage. If I get into one of those lobbies, you know, or it's like they're just better than me, I typically stay in to see how good I can do against them. And what I like to do is I like to make them mad, and instead of me being mad when I'm like, I typically play solo now. I don't really, I'm sorry I'm saying typically so much. I don't usually play in a huge party anymore, because I'm never online that much now, because I'm technically, okay, I guess technically I'm like grounded, so I can't really play this game. But all I do is I just leave it on. It levels me up for me. I have my brother do stuff, set it up. Another thing is my brother recorded a video of my account when I was boosting, and that got me banned a while ago. And the problem is that that video has like 2,000 views, and it's on his channel. And what I have a problem with is that I'm getting like 15-20 requests a day saying like, hey man, boost with me, boost. I don't boost. Okay, my brother, if he's on my, okay, let me do this. In Black Ops days, I was what you call one of those hardcore boosters. I boosted in hardcore demolition. Not hardcore, like I'm a hardcore, you know. Like I basically boosted like a lot. And in Modern Warfare 3, I will admit I did a little bit of boosting, but not too much. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play the game like it's supposed to be and not ruin other people's fun. So that's it. I'm sorry you heard me ranting. I'm probably gonna cut part of this out. If I don't, hi there. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And also, this is how you raise your win-loss. It's not complicated. You raise your win-loss, drop your KD a little bit. KD doesn't determine your skill. I mean, someone could be the best player in the world and have a really bad KD, because you don't know. They could mess around, kill themselves with RPGs, jump down wells, play infected. I mean, infected only raises your KD if you get kills and then hide while you're infected. If you're infected, you're guaranteed to die a lot. That's just it. So that's my rant. Not really. It's my tutorial. I'm sorry if you've been looking at a black screen, maybe kittens, cats, pictures, whatever you want to say. There might be music in the background during this if you didn't hear me well. Comment on my audio quality. I know it's probably going to take a while because sub boxes are broken. So if you see this video, remember, drop a like, maybe do stuff. I'm not,